Hi folks, hope you're all good. Before I start talking, let's just have a listen. Sounds good, doesn't it? This is from the Fender's brand new range, the Fender Vintera series. I won't go into much detail about the range, but you can check them out on YouTube. Made in Mexico, decade-specific guitars from the 50s, 60s and 70s. So I have chosen the 70's Telecaster Deluxe because it's cool and got the big fat 70's Stratocaster head and the bullet truss rod. So why do I now own this lovely Fender Vintera Telecaster Deluxe? Well, as you probably know, I'm surrounded by incredibly gorgeous top-end custom shop instruments. Gibson Les Pauls, 335, Telecasters, Stratocaster, because I'm really, really good to myself. As you know, I spoil myself, it's my main passion, and I hope when I eventually retire to spend my retirement with these lovely high-end, all custom shop guitars, because I'm just really good to myself. So this would not normally be a guitar or a range of guitars that I would have gone out and bought at this point in my life. I've just turned 50, and so let's just say the people at Fender contacted me and they've made it very easy for me to get my hands on a guitar from the Vintera range, and I chose the Telecaster Deluxe because it just looks cool and seems to complement the guitars that I have. So that's why I've got this guitar. So, will we get into the good and the bad and any ugly? Right, it costs just less than 800 quid. That's great. Plays great. Plays great. It sounds great. I mean, what's not to love? Sounds great. Really fat. Love that. In fact, here's why I bought it. I watched the Andertons review of the whole Vintera range, and they went through the Telecasters and the Strats, and then the guy from Fender picked up this and started playing, and it was Lee Anderton's face. He went, "What's that?" and it just, that was it. I thought that's the one for me, I'm gonna get that one. That's why I chose this guitar. The pots, really good pots. Most of my pots are good because they're custom high end, but the Gold Tops pots, I don't know, maybe not so good, but you know, they really goes up smoothly on the wrong pickup. And you get that boost as you go from 9 to 10. What's not to love about that? Not all guitars do that. Some guitars are maxed out at like 7, between 7 and 10 there's nothing left. There's me at 7, 8, 9, 10. So really good, and the same with the tone pots. Really like them, so all good news there. Tuner's really good, like that bridge, all good. The intonation was fantastic, straight out of the box. I raised the action and put heavier strings on it and had to fiddle a wee bit, but the intonation, really good. The bad, really, for that price, there is no bad. I mean, no case, what's that all about? But for less than 800 quid, they would say, would put all the money into making a great guitar. What you want a case for? Okay, fair enough. I'd rather have a good guitar than a guitar with a case, but yeah, it'd be nice to have a case. It's decade specific, so I'm going to moan about, I'd like slightly taller frets. I like big, tall, jumbo frets, but these are narrow, I can live with that, but they're not very tall. And that's probably actually maybe a good thing, maybe because it'll be 70s specific. So I really can't complain about that, but I prefer taller frets. But the biggest thing, and this is where the money comes in, all my guitars have got nitro, and some of them are relict. I've even slightly relict some of them myself. But this, unfortunately, is poly, whatever it is, finish. And if I do really bond with this guitar, and if I end up loving it, and it really can start to fight for a place within my collection, I might give it to a luthier to strip it down and give me it back with either no finish at all or a nitro finish. Because I would like to grow old with my guitars and like to see them get as old as me, where I worry that this is just going to look a bit shiny for the rest of my life, and that turns me off a little bit. I like patina and age. In fact, I'll just cut a clip now of what I consider to be just stunning in terms of patina and age. So I just love looking at these pictures of these custom shop guitars and relicking. But it's all a crock of crap anyway, because let's face it, they're all quite new themselves and all that aging is just artificial. So it's a crock of rubbish, but people, saps like me, get turned on by that. So I just love that look. But anyway, buy one of these. You won't regret it, absolutely great. I said it comes with no case. It comes with a soft case, but you know what I mean, a hard case would have been good. But yeah, I can't really fault it. Really, really good. No sharp frets. Feels great. By the way, tonight I was playing through the Marshall Astoria to get that bluesy kind of British sound, and something that I'd never done before. I'm ashamed to say I've never done this, and it sounds really good. I've dropped the tuning by one semitone down to Stevie Ray Vaughan's E flat, and it makes a big difference. Really meaty sounding. I might even decide to keep this guitar as an E flat guitar, and I'll use gauge 11 strings. I might put 12s on it just because it feels a bit slinky now that I've dropped a semitone. So if you haven't already tried taking it down a half step to E flat, try it and you get this really meaty sound. I know Stevie Ray with the big strings and his down a half a step, that's part of his sound. Not that I really tried to emulate Stevie, but there you go. But anyway, time for me to go. Thank you very much for watching as always, and a special thank you to Fender for making it so easy for me to get my hands on your lovely Vintera guitar. Catch you on the next video. Cheers.